Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in.
Today we will be covering Microsoft and OpenAI loosening their exclusivity deal, GitHub Copilot's shift to usage-based billing, and a research framework called ASI Evolve that automates parts of AI research itself. Starting with the big partnership news. On April 27th, Microsoft and OpenAI announced an amended deal that significantly changes the terms of one of the most important relationships in tech. Microsoft is still OpenAI's primary cloud partner, and OpenAI products will still ship first on Azure, unless Microsoft can't or won't support what's needed. But here's the key shift. OpenAI can now serve all of its products across any cloud provider, and Microsoft's license to OpenAI's model and product IP through 2032 is now non-exclusive. Microsoft also stops paying revenue share to OpenAI, while OpenAI keeps paying revenue share to Microsoft through 2030, now subject to a cap. The reaction was immediate. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy called the announcement very interesting and said Amazon will soon make OpenAI models available directly on Bedrock. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives told the AP this puts OpenAI on a stronger IPO path by reducing barriers from the original Microsoft arrangement. Microsoft framed the amended deal as being about flexibility, certainty, and a focus on delivering the benefits of AI broadly. The practical implication for enterprise buyers is more optionality. OpenAI models could start showing up natively across AWS, Google Cloud, and Oracle, rather than being Azure-centered. Microsoft preserves early access, IP rights through 2032, and shareholder upside, while OpenAI gets broader distribution and more compute flexibility. This also fits Microsoft's recent multi-model approach with Copilot, which has been leaning more on Anthropic alongside OpenAI. Next up, GitHub announced that all Copilot plans will transition to usage-based billing on June 1st. The old premium request unit model is being replaced by something called GitHub AI credits, which are consumed based on actual token usage, including input, output, and cache tokens, priced according to listed API rates per model. In plain terms, you'll pay for the work the model actually does, similar to how API billing works for developers calling models directly. Base subscription prices stay the same. Copilot Pro stays at $10 a month, Pro Plus at $39, Business at $19 per user, and Enterprise at $39 per user. Code completions and next edit suggestions remain included and don't consume credits. But the fallback behavior is changing. Users who run out of credits won't drop down to cheaper models automatically. Usage will be governed by credits and admin budget controls, and GitHub says a preview billing experience will launch in early May, so teams can estimate costs before the cutover. There's a second piece too. Copilot Code Review will start consuming GitHub Actions minutes on June 1st for reviews on private repositories, on top of AI credits. Public repo Actions minutes stay free. GitHub's blunt line summing up the whole shift was, Copilot is not the same product it was a year ago. The reasoning is that Copilot has evolved from an in-editor autocomplete tool into an agentic platform running long, multi-step coding sessions across entire repositories, which uses dramatically more inference. On the same day, GitHub also said the Copilot Cloud Agent now starts over 20% faster with Actions custom images, building on a 50% startup improvement from March. So the product is getting faster, right as the meter is getting more precise. Finally, a research story that's been getting attention. VentureBeat covered ASI Evolve, based on a paper from researchers including Weixian Zhu, Tiantian Mi, Yichu Liu, Yu Qiao, and Pengfei Liu. It's an agentic framework that runs what the team calls a learn, design, experiment, and analyze loop across three different parts of the AI stack: pre-training data curation, model architectures, and reinforcement learning algorithms. The claimed results are unusually broad. The system reportedly discovered 105 state-of-the-art linear attention architectures, improved pre-training data curation benchmarks by nearly 4 points on average, with gains over 18 points on MMLU, and designed RL algorithms that outperformed a popular method called GRPO by up to 12.5 points on AMC32 and over 11 points on AIM24, both math reasoning benchmarks. These aren't trivial bumps on toy tasks. They're improvements on the kinds of problems frontier labs spend significant compute trying to crack. The architecturally interesting piece is the memory loop. A cognition base stores human priors and previous experimental results, and an analyzer turns logs and outcomes into reusable lessons that feed back into the next round of experiments. The paper frames its contribution as early evidence for the feasibility of closed-loop AI research. The story it suggests is less about replacing researchers and more about automating the expensive iteration loops, where experiment design, logging, and analysis compound over many runs. It's still early, and these results need independent replication, but the breadth across data, architectures, and algorithms in a single agentic system is what sets it apart from narrower AutoML work.
Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.